In every institution, there are bad eggs.
Even with the right work conditions?
There are bad eggs. Because some people would deliberately want to plant some persons there to do certain jobs for them. Particularly the influencers. Don't take that away. If you do, then you are missing the point completely. You are missing the point completely. But what you need to do is to ensuring that it is brought down to a controllable state. Now, let's not begin to look at all of this. Now, if you look at this, in about 2 years ago, we've talked about this severally in this studio. About 2 years ago, somebody was coming from North Africa on a new year, on a January, to hit Abuja. He was not a Nigerian, but the alertness of the DSS reported the movement of that man. And at that point, it was handed over to another security agency who were to do their own beat. Isn't that true?
Yes.
But it was blown. Rather than do what is called lead, follow him up, arrest him, the thing was blown to the media. And by the time he got to the media, the man had heard, and then he disembarked. Isn't it? So why should it have been so? Some of these things ordinarily are not expected to go to the media until they are completely executed. They are security matters. Yeah. That's why sometimes I come here and tell you it's not everything I will want to say. There are things you are allowed to work out. Then at the end of the day, when this culprit would have been apprehended, then you can now begin to speak about what happened, the workings. But when you begin to report the workings of security agencies, even before the break of an incident, then there's a problem. The men who put Abakari into trouble today were followed from outside Nigeria to Africa until they got to a part of Nigeria, Enugu, where they were arrested. It was not blown. If it was given to the media, those guys would have disembarked, particularly when they got to a part of Africa. Before they embarked on that aircraft, because they didn't, it was not a straight flight. I think it was to Ethiopia and then to Enugu. But then they were followed and were arrested. Those guys were coming with drugs. So, you see, that has to do with human nature that has been in existence. But to completely eradicate or expunge it is as good as you thinking or saying today that you would be able to completely eradicate terrorism in the world. Terrorism has come to stay. But what you try to do so much so is to minimize or reduce the extent your country suffers by the use of technology.